What's good, man? It has been a long time since I've done this. We had Christmas break, and that kind of messed up the flow. Cause guess where my couch is that I sit on when I'm at home for a month? It's right here. I'm not taking it home. But yeah, man, it's been a lot going on. When's the last time I made a video? Let me check so that I can at least have a idea. But I'm gonna be talking about recent sports, basketball. I'm gonna talk about some football today too, cause I've been locked in on football as that's been the most entertaining sport to watch as of late. Because basketball is like regular season. That's the thing about football, bro. Football gets you, and you're like every game matters. Same in basketball, but football. Like, those football games are crucial. Like, we saw the Lions and the Vikings play and for the first seed, and that was insane. A month ago. Okay, it's not horrible, but I did what I could. I couldn't really do much at home. My room's all clustered because I brought all my stuff back, but no excuses. But I'm back now, so hey. Today I'm going to talk about some NBA. Like I said already, NBA, NFL. My thoughts on playoffs in the NFL. Who I think is going to come out on top in the Super Bowl. And I'm going to talk about NBA standings, East-West Conference. All-Stars are coming up. I could possibly talk about some All-Stars. I don't know if I am today. But, yeah. All right. So, first off, I'm going to be looking at the NFL playoff bracket as everything's set as of yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So, as of right now, as of 22 hours ago, we have the Commanders are playing the Lions, who are the 1 seed. Crazy how the Lions are 1 seed. All those years, Lions were horrible, man. And I was a huge fan through the horrible times. I was supporting the team. Look at them now, man. They got Jared Goff. People know how I feel about him. Still don't like him, but on the other side of the NFC, we got Rams versus Eagles. Now, I'm going to talk about that Rams versus Eagles game. I'll also talk about the Buccaneers game. The amount that I watched. Sam Darnold, my goodness. He was about to get a bag this offseason. He still might get a bag. But these last two showings, last couple weeks versus the Lions and the Rams, I don't know, man. How do you have, that pocket just kept collapsing yesterday. I don't know what happened. He got, sacked 6 times in the first half from when I was watching, which is insane to me, and his decision-making is kind of iffy. A lot of the times you might have to throw the ball away. But he's just taking a sack. Hey, to each his own. The Rams defense looked very, good yesterday. They were locking up yesterday. I watched the entire game. And I'm not saying Stafford and the offense didn't have to do much, but that defense was holding their own against an offense who was seen as one of the best in the league. But the Rams and the Lions are the only teams that have beaten the Vikings this season, playoffs and regular season. So it's crazy. They're playing the Eagles. The Rams are playing the Eagles. So last time those two teams played together, the Eagles won by 3 scores. But the Rams defense yesterday looked good. I'll say my predictions later. But the Commanders, Jaden Daniels he's a force to be reckoned with. That guy cannot be a rookie. He just has so much poise. Hey, their O-line is solid too. Can't talk trash about that O-line. I saw Eckler trying to turn back the clock too. He had that nice one-handed catch in the clutch to get a first. That's gonna be a good game versus the Lions on Saturday. On the other side, Chiefs, Texans. Texans got by. Justin Herbert just had a bad showing. Harbaugh, I don't know what happened there. That's kind of expected in my opinion. I expected the Texans to come out on top. It's just something about Herbert in the playoffs that just don't go together. I'm sorry. I love Justin Herbert. It's just something about that playoffs that it's just not. He got to prove me wrong. I'm not a doubter. I'm not a hater. But there's things that people just think about players, and if you continue to let them think that about you as a player and you don't change, that's who you're known as. And as of right now, Herbert in the playoffs, he hasn't really done much. But on the bottom, this is going to be the game of the round. I'm not going to say the playoffs because that's probably going to be a Super Bowl, but you never know. But the Bills versus the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, more than likely going to get the MVP nod. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Josh Allen, but because of his record, I guess. But hey, that's going to be a good game. Now, if I had to give my predictions, I'm going to go game by game, okay? And then I'm going to go game after championships, and then I'm going to go to the Super Bowl. So, realistically, I have the Lions beating the Commanders. I have the Eagles beating the Rams. That's an iffy pick, but I'm going to go with the Eagles here. And the other side, Bills, Ravens. The way Josh Allen has been playing, the way Lamar has been playing, I don't know if I have a dog in this fight, but if I had to have a dog in this fight, my favorite quarterback in the NFL since high school, Josh Allen. And on the top, I'm going with the Chiefs. I don't know. The Ravens, I don't think I have a dog in the fight, bro. Whoever wins, wins. And then after that, it'll be Chiefs, in my opinion. I think Chiefs are going to beat the Texans. Unless C.J. Stroud has that crazy. Their defense is solid. Hey, it could happen. But they're going to be well rested, so I'm going to go with the NFC Championship is going to be Lions-Eagles. The AFC Championship is going to be Chiefs and the winner of that game down there, Bills-Ravens. I don't have a pick, but I am picking the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. And on the NFC side, Lions or the Eagles. We haven't seen this matchup. We have not seen this matchup yet. And if I had to pick this season based on what I've seen, based on the talent on each roster, something's telling me. It's been telling me this for the last couple years. This is the matchup I wanted to see. And my dog in the fight is going to be the Eagles. I don't know. It could easily be the Lions. Don't act like I'm acting like the Eagles are going to kill the Lions, but that's my pick. And then, I don't know, man. It's like the team in the NFC that could rout the Chiefs. I don't know, bro. My Super Bowl pick from the beginning of the year has been the Chiefs. And that's because of the quarterback. Somehow, some way, all season long, the Chiefs are 15-2. When a lot of their wins could have easily gone the other way. And that's just that clutch factor. I don't know how they did it every time. Somehow, some way, they always came out on top. You could say the same about the Lions, though. I'd love to see that matchup. That's why I'm not saying the Lions are going to get killed or... That's what I'm saying, bro. Lions. I just want to see that matchup. I don't really have a dog, but my dog would be the Eagles. But at the same time, Lions could easily destroy the Eagles have had flaws. We've seen it all season where there's been times where people have been questioning if they're legit or not. Lions, not so much. The only thing about the Lions is that secondary. D-line is solid. They get pressure. Linebacker core is good. Safeties are good. It's just the DBs. And the DBs have been locking up as of late. Hey, you never know. I just want to see these matchups. I just want to see the matchups. I don't care. But I do think the Chiefs are going to win it. And somehow, some way. I don't know how it happens. This is just what happens when you start to doubt Mahomes and Andy Reid. People start to do that every year. And they forget that that clutch gene is just there. And people try to say refs. I understand. Somehow, some way they win every time. But, yeah, that's my thoughts on the playoff bracket. Now I'm going to go to the NBA side. And I'm going to just look at the standings really quick. Not anything crazy. Get out of here after that, probably. I might talk about some college guys, so college prospects. I might talk about them today, but as of right now, Cavs 33-5. Crazy. Not much to say about them. They're just the best team record-wise in the East. They only have 5 losses. Second, the Celtics 28-11. My pick to repeat as champions come playoff time. That's all I have to say. Knicks, they shouldn't. They're third in the East, but it just feels like they're not. It's like with the Knicks, bro, they built that team, but like they're guys. It's just Tibbs, bro. Something with Tibbs and running his guys into the ground, bro. And then come playoff time, they're just not healthy. It happens every single season. It just happens every year. Somehow, some way, come playoff time, the Knicks roster is injured. And there's always an excuse, too. It's just something when your coach wants to play everyone on the team 35-plus minutes a game. But the thing is, guys like Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, they're built for that. But guys like Jalen Brunson, Cat, you might question come playoff time if they. I feel like they both want to play that big minutes, but like those guys like Mikal, he's always been healthy, so it's like he got to get hurt to get hurt. He's not gonna sit out. OG, iffy, he's gonna be out. He gets hurt though. That's the thing. He gets hurt. And Josh Hart, he gonna play regardless, bro. He's a bruiser. He gonna play regardless. So it's just something to think about when it comes to the Knicks. That's just always been my thing with the Knicks. As of their ascension, as of the last couple of years, it's just they have the talent. I just don't think they can rock with some of these teams because of health. And only have lineups of your starting lineup is what's their starting lineup? Brunson, Hart. It's Brunson, Hart, Mikal, OG, Cat. That's a crazy lineup, is it not? Cat's been dominating. Cat's back to his top 3 center in the league talks that were happening when he was in Minnesota with no Rudy Gobert, when he was really the big man there. Like his defense, questionable. That's why I don't think they want to see a team. There's not really a team in the East with an elite big. But if they had to see the Bucks, Giannis, or get Cat in that pick and roll, any team with a good guard. He likes to foul, but don't really matter. 4, Magic. They've been winning without Paulo. They're working him back in. He had a crazy game the other night. I like that roster. They're one of my sleeper teams in the league because they are young and they are good and they are well-rounded. They have a lot of young guys who are stepping up. When Paulo is out, a lot of their guys, Tristan da Silva, Caleb Houston, not really, but Tristan da Silva stepped it up. Cole Anthony, because Jalen, I don't even know if Jalen Suggs is playing either. They've just been playing good basketball as a team, and that's just great to see from the Magic. 5, Pacers. They've been on a crazy run as of late, bro. They've been beating everybody. They've had like a gauntlet of a schedule too. Like they've been winning games. It's like when they're at home, bro. If the Pacers got home court advantage in a playoff series, I might give it to them. I might just give them the series. Their home court advantage is crazy. Like they don't like losing at home, and they don't. 6, Bucks. I don't know what to say about the Bucks, man. It's just a Doc Rivers team. They have Giannis, a top 3 player in the NBA, a top 3 in MVP voting. He's just a dominant force. He worked on his midi. That's looking insane. He just needs to get that 3 ball. They still have Dame, Bobby. They have their core. They're just another team where it's like they're missing something. Like I know Chris Middleton's back, but they're like bringing him off the bench now, and it's like, what are they doing? Like that's why when it comes to like roster for roster, I'll rock with the Celtics when healthy and running. 7, the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler about to get out of there though. They solid though. Tyler Hero having a career year. Shout out to him, bruh. Been watching him since high school. Terry Rozier. Bam. They have a nice core though. They do have a nice core. At 8. At 21-19. Over 500. The Detroit Pistons, man. I'm loving this team. Shout out to rest in peace, man. Deacon Thompson, man. He was at my church. Grew up with him. Not with him, but grew up like as a kid. He was always a part of my life. Good friends with my dad. They're both deacons. But rest in peace to him, bro. He was a huge Pistons fan, and he would have loved to see this for the Pistons. Something he always preached was getting rid of Reggie Jackson. He called him a bum. We need to get rid of that bum Jackson. He said that every time I saw him at church. And another thing he said that came to pass is that we needed to get some vets. We needed veteran presence on this team mixed with what we already had, and what keeps coming in is young talent. So the vets that we got, like Malik Beasley, Tobias Harris, Tim Hardaway, that's perfect. And he would be proud to see the organization right now. And I'm happy to know that him being that big of a fan was able to rub off on me, even though I was a fan watching games with Will Bynum coming off the bench, going crazy. People don't even know who Will Bynum is. He was really like a pivotal point for the Pistons for some years, and we were still trash. So it's just great to see the Pistons in a positive record, man. This is just great to see. 9, the Hawks. Trae Young he is elite. 10, the Bulls. They're doing better than I expected this year, but I don't know. I thought they were going to be like a 10. Like, they're not going to be bottom of the conference, but they're not going to be top. They're going to be not really middle of the pack, but they're going to be bottom half. That's it. Sixers. They can have a turnaround, so I'm not counting them out. They got their guys back. Embiid, he's turning back to himself. Maxi's back. The Nets, they got D'Lo back, but they're tanking. Raptors, tanking. Scotty Barnes, shout out Scotty Barnes. Hornets, LaMelo, you need help, my boy. LaMelo needs help. They're terrible. And at the 15th in the Eastern Conference, the Washington Wizards, 27 games back. My goodness. 6-32. Shout out to Jordan Poole, man. Vote JP for All-Star. He posted that on his Instagram story, and I was like, wow. Shout out to JP, bro. He deserves better. Warriors shouldn't have done him the way that they did, trading him for Chris Paul. I'd be mad for the rest of my life, man. No shade to CP, but you see what happened last year with him. Number 1 in the West is the Thunder, 32-6. They lost. They were on like a 15-game win streak, and they played the Cavs were on like a 10-game. And guess who? The Cavs won that game. But the thing about this, the Thunder are doing this without Chet Holmgren. That's scary. That's all I'm going to say. Shea having an MVP level season, per usual. J-Dub is just elite. But why did I think J-Dub was 6'5", 6'8"? I could have sworn Jalen Williams was 6'8". But he's 6'5". And he's like a 4? No. Nope. I'm not going. 6'5" is insane. Rockets, too. That young core showing up. Shout out Amen Thompson. Jalen Green just had a 42-point game on great efficiency, something that we haven't seen from him since he's came into the league. What? Efficiency. Hasn't been the most efficient player in the league. The Grizzlies at 3. John Moran, Zach Edey, Jaren Jack. They got a nice roster. Marcus Smart. They have a nice young roster. They don't even have Gigi Jackson. Jalen Wells came in being a Rookie of the Year candidate. Good wing for the future. 4, Nuggets. Jokic is it's crazy. He just does this. Jokic just does this, bro. He's just like the best. He's like the best offensive center ever. And they got Russ. They both have had multiple games with triple doubles for both of them. That's elite playmaking ability from both. 5 Mavericks without Luka. That's crazy. They should be top. They when healthy, they can beat anybody in the West for real. When healthy. And they added guys like Clay, but they lost on a guy like Derrick Jones though. Like people don't look at him and be like, "Oh, he's a big pivotal point to the team," but his athleticism, his defense, his 3-ball wasn't all the way there. But those things are things that you need out of a player. Like every team has a guy who's athletic, a guy who can defend. Those 2 things are needed. And as of right now, like losing him, I think the Mavs have been reliant on 3-point shooting. A la signing Klay Thompson. When you lose a guy like Derrick Jones, who can defend, I'm not saying Klay's not he's not the defender he once was, though. That's the thing. And he's a high flyer, Derrick Jones. 6, Clippers. Norman Powell having an all-star year. James Harden being himself, I guess. His new self as being a point guard. And Kawhi Leonard's back. I haven't really been keeping up with him, but he's going to work his way back in. See if he can get back to 100%. 7, Lakers. LeBron and AD still chugging, man. 8, Timberwolves. I don't know why they traded Cat away, but they're still in the playoff run. So, Ant-Man is still elite. He's chucking threes and making them, though. So, can't really blame him. 9, the Kings. Got rid of my boy, Mike. I don't like it, but Christie has come in. And he's been a good head coach, and they're looking for the playoff hunt. Suns at 10. I don't know, man. Free KD. As a KD fan, I can say that. They just have to stay healthy, bruh. D-Book was out for a good amount of time. I just feel like they have to stay healthy. And I think they got to get rid of Nurkic, bro. Go get Jimmy Butler. Get rid of Nurkic and Bradley Beal. I wouldn't even be mad if they ran with Mason Plumlee at the 5, bro. He could do a lot more than Nurkic, in my opinion. And Brad Beal, no shade, but Jimmy B in that system kind of works better. We'll see what happens with Jimmy. And we'll see if the Suns do any trades. 11, Spurs. Wemby going crazy. I saw a thing where Wemby jumped Jason Tatum in the MVP voting. That has to be cap, right? Because JT's averaging 28, 9, and 5, which is insane. 28, 9, and 5? Tatum, bro. He's my guy after KD retires. I mess with Tatum heavy, bro. I used to be a hater for no reason. I had no reason to hate the guy. I wasn't really a hater. I just didn't like him. But you have to realize that it's deeper than basketball. And the dude's a good person. But people still don't like him, so it's whatever. Wemby's averaging 25, 10, and 4. Okay, that's not bad. Wemby, the only thing about Wemby is he shoots a lot of threes for a big, so. And they're actually solid. They're not. They could make a playoff push. Stephon Castle, young core. Vassell, he hasn't been himself. I know there's a lot of mouths to be fed, so it's like you kind of expect that. Warriors, free. I'm not even gonna say free Steph Curry, bro. I don't know what they're doing. That organization, man. They need a center. they need a center, and they need Buddy Hield to lock back in. They got it's just something, man. Something. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. It's just always something with the Warriors. Cause Steph Curry he hasn't been his best, but he gonna do what he gotta do when it matters. 13, the Trailblazers sell the team. 14, the Jazz free Lauri Markkanen. And at 15, the New Orleans Pelicans. Yes, if you know, you know. 2K14. They are horrible, man. Zion came back, but if they get Cooper Flag and they keep Zion, oh my gosh. That is not going to be fair because that means somebody got to go. And I think it'd be Brandon Ingram. Put Cooper Flag at the 3. Slide him in there. Pause. Now on the topic of Cooper Flag. Is he the number 1 pick in my opinion? Yes. Cooper Flag is the number 1 pick in the NBA draft in the year 2025, which is this year. He just had 42 the other day against Notre Dame. Enough said. 42 points. Freshman ACC record. Not to mention he leads Duke in every single statistical category, if I'm not mistaken. Duke. Top 5 Duke. Yeah. Shout out to John Shire, bro. He's a legend already. He's only been coaching a couple years. Shout out to John Shire. But I'm going to look at an NBA mock draft. And there goes my alarm. It's 10 o'clock. So, let's look at a mock draft. Full 2. I'm not going to do 2-round, but they're doing comparisons. I'm just going to go on players. They got the Wizards taking Coop. 1. I'm going to do top 14. 2, Dale Harper. To the Pels. Okay, that's not bad. 3, Ace Bailey. Ace is a dog. Dylan Harper's a lefty, Kate Cunningham. So, can't really go wrong with him. He's elite, bro. He's an elite guard, bro. Combo guard. Ace is a 6'9". He's a 6'10", actually. My bad. 6'10". He's an MPJ. Brandon Miller. What's their comp for? They said Kobe White, Jalen Brunson, Cade. I think it's more of a Cade for Dylan. 4, VJ Edgecombe, Amon Shumpert, Andrew Wiggins. I feel like he's like an Oladipo, if you know. Like VJ is a high motor guy though. He going to the Hornets? That's not bad. 5, oh my gosh. The point guard from Illinois, I do not know how to pronounce his name. He is very tough. 6'6" point / shooting guard. Comparison, Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups is like the perfect comparison for a guard. A big guard at that. He just does everything that the team needs. And he makes big shots. Shout out to Chauncey. 6, Jeremiah Fears. Tough. Playstyle comparison. They have Jaden Ivey, Russell Westbrook. I know the 3 ball isn't there all the way yet. He's a youngin. I don't know about those comparisons, though. That 3 ball is going to start falling eventually. 7, Asa Newell to the Blazers. My goodness. They have 5 centers already. Stop adding centers. Asa he's tough. He's what I thought Dylan Mitchell was going to be. Dylan Mitchell's still good, but he has a way better 3 ball. Bobby Portis, Marvin Bagley, that's a good. He's like a more athletic Marvin Bagley when he was prime. I'm going to do the top 10, and I'm going to get out of here and leave y'all. Asa, 7, 8. They have Maluach from Duke. He's a force. 7'2", 250 at the age of 18. Their comparison from him is Alex Sarr. He might be more defensive-minded and dominant than Alex Sarr right now. They got him going to the Thunder. No, please. Oh, my gosh. The Thunder have another lottery. This is just not fair. The Nets are going to be like that soon. They have a lot of picks, bro. My goodness. 9, Bulls, Trey Johnson. He is a flat-out scorer. Comparison, Allen Houston. I like that. Just flat-out scorer. And 10, Ben Sarav. Where is Ben Sarav? Okay. From Israel. Manu Ginobili. Wow. Point guards are 6'5" and up in the league now, bro. I'm just looking for Nolan Trior. They got him falling to 13 to the Spurs. He's tough. I like him a lot. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. I just wanted to come back, make a little comeback, and talk to the people for a bit because it's been a month, and the semester just started. So whatever free time I have later in the day when I'm done with my work, I'm for sure get on here and at least try to talk when the room is free. So I'm gonna try to log back in for y'all, man. This is something I really want to do in life. I want to make a living off talking about basketball and football, and mainly I want to make a living talking about basketball some way, some shape, some form, doing something um, um, related to the sport. So yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all today, man. Hope y'all doing good, man. It's cold up here in Michigan, so wherever y'all are, man, hope y'all safe, man. Keeping it smooth, and until next time, probably next week. I'll see y'all later. Peace out, man.